I'm testing from the electrical safety workshop down here in not Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm just testing the hardware out, so to see if it's working. I have an ATEM Mini Pro. Looks like I've got audio going out. I'm blaring, I think. I'm going to lower the output to a certain, there we go. So it looks like I've got a max. I'm live streaming. I think I'm live streaming. If you're out there, let me know. I'm gonna monitor my chat, and I don't have a way to, yes I do have a way to check it. So I am going to just hop out to the web on my computer and check this out. So we're going live. You've got to go to youtube.com/c/Thomas Dimitrovich. Well, if you're watching this, you're already on YouTube. Hey, Gustavo, thanks for Ireland. Excellent. All right, so Ireland's in the house. All right, so I am just testing out the rig, and I'll tell you what, it's working perfectly. I don't know what my upload is, but from my resolution is still 1920 by 1080. I'm at 5399 kilobytes per second. So looks like I bought this little square brick, which is a it's a cellular Ethernet. So I am hardwired from my ATEM Mini Pro, ATEM Mini Pro, to the that internet, and hopefully my audio is coming along pretty good. And so I figured it's only 5 o'clock here in Florida, and I've got dinner at it's gonna be 5 o'clock, so I got dinner at 6 with the team, and I wanted to see if this would work, and it's working. So we're gonna go live from our booth. I'm gonna use this setup. So I've got my microphone over here on a stand, and I can move that wherever I want to, and I've got a long extension cord for the microphone. I can move my camera anywhere I want. Look at this roll of HDMI cable. It is, I don't know, I think it's like 100 feet or something, or I don't know, 75 feet. I don't know what it is. I've got a huge audio wire and power supply too, because that camera takes a power supply. I'm using an AIDA 200, I think it is, or AIDA, I don't know what the number is. But it's a very simple, very small camera, and it's working. So, and now I got to do one more thing here. So let me, I've got to bring up the lower thirds. Gosh, this is pretty freaking cool. Lower thirds. Let me see if I can get the lower thirds to work. And I don't have a display monitor, so the only way for me to see what I'm projecting is to do this stuff. So let me try this. So now you should be seeing a green screen, I guess. I don't know. Yep. And I'm gonna cut back again. So I'm back on. So somehow I can make that my lower thirds, and the green screen, there's a way to do that. And I know how to do that. I know. No, I don't. Well, I have time. I have time to figure this out. And then I have this. I've got a cut here. I don't know. Does this do it? Key. I guess the key is on. just testing here. And I'm going to turn the key back off again. I don't know what I just did, but I did something. Nope. All right. How about if I do this? I am testing, so bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I see what I did. I got the key. So how do I switch that? On? I got studying to do. Anyway. Okay, so that didn't work. That's off. I've got that on. I'm gonna turn. You see that little, there was a square up in the corner. I've got to figure out how to make that happen. Man. Anyway, video out. I don't know what the 1 means. Well, I don't know. I'm getting out there. I've got audio. And I did try this in the basement. I tried this at home and I thought I set it up, but I don't know. So, and I thought I had I've got to put like a slide deck together that I can display. Like for example, oh, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I could do this. I'm going to do a technical, man, I'm just testing. So if I go technical presentations and I go basics and I go, I don't know, SCCR. All right, so I could hit display, and then if I cut over to 2 and I put that up in the corner, I don't know what that does. Let's see what that does. And I've got like a minute delay, or not a minute. It's not that. There we go. See, I'm up in the corner now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, at least I figure this. At least now I know I'm up in the corner, and I can create whatever slide deck I want. So if I do this, I don't know how I did this, but I did it. So I can create, wow, okay. So at least I have I think I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. There's lower thirds. Web, PDF, copyright, book, ArcFlash. Maybe it's up here at the ESW electrical. There it is, ESW Live. See? There we go. That's what I was looking for. So I can, so my thoughts are, I have the ability to create a slide deck, and I can play, and I can do this. Let me do this. I'm going to turn my computer's audio on. So there is the live from the Eaton booth slide, and I can take me out of the picture up on the side. So you'll see this whenever we're, if we're stationary, right? So you should be able to hear this as well.
Hey Tom, do you run into a lot of questions about the NEC code?
Well, Dan, you know, Article 250, grounding and bonding, that's a big area where there's a lot of confusion, and you'll get a lot of debates even at the code panels amongst engineers and installers on all the different terms that we have to use and getting everything the same and everything right. It's a target-rich environment for questions.
Rick, how about for electricians? I mean, is it really pretty straightforward, or do they kind of know what they're doing?
We run into a lot of confusion about grounding and bonding as far as transformers, bonding XO, when to bond, where to bond, with the different starts and stops of service, earth ground, building steel, foundation grounds. There's a lot of confusion based on that.
I mean, I see it with power quality. It's like, you know, if it's 3-wire, 4-wire transfer switches, all this kind of stuff, even coming down the pole, going into the resi room here.
So I should be back. I should be back on the camera.
I mean,
so what I've got going on
says they don't understand a problem a lot of times, or if they act like they understand the problem, but they really don't, they might say, oh, it's grounding related, and they kind of just move on. That's a problem for me.
It's very confusing as an electrician to take the theory and apply it.
So what I have going on is I have the PowerPoint
so
slide deck with my videos.
Hands-on you
so
can get
when
with it.
we are, if we're in between interviews in our booth or we got something going on, I have to hit audio follows video. That way when I switch to camera one, this camera, you hear my audio. When I switch to my computer, you'll hear the audio from the computer, but you won't hear me. So I'm going to, so I have that same video playing right now, and I'm going to switch over to that. I'm going to say, we're going to be right back.
And we also want to think about those touch potentials or step potentials for two different reasons. First, the effective ground fault current path. We're intentionally constructing a low impedance conductive path that's designed to carry the fault current from the point of where the ground fault occurs in the system back to the source. And the reason we do that.
And then I go, okay, we're back at the Eaton booth and we are rocking it, talking about electrical safety, and here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So is it coming through? It's coming through. Gustavo, happy Sunday. I know. I'm just testing. Wow. This is awesome. So I am mobile now. I am completely mobile. I could set up outside on the riverfront if I wanted to. And then I can say, you know, starting soon. And we're back. We're back from the Eaton booth. I'm telling you, this is freaking cool. So I think it works. All right. Well, guys, and we're gonna have the video open. We're gonna have the video live from the booth constantly for 3 hours. So we will be streaming for 3 straight hours. You can drop in, drop out anytime you want. If you have a question about some of the items that we're talking about, I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna try to get. What do you call it? What do you call it? You know, people come in and interview. We're going to try to get some interviews from key individuals. Maybe talk about some of the IEEE papers that that were being presented. But we are going to be live from the Eaton booth, and I'll tell you what I'll do is, and I will let you all know the equipment I'm using to get this done. With your support and your help, we're getting it done. So I will document all the parts and pieces, and that way, if there's anybody out there who wants to sell, and I'll tell you what, it's relatively inexpensive if you really think about it. And a lot of what I have here I already owned, like the tripod. The cable was not as expensive as I thought it was going to be for as long of a HDMI cable that it is. I have my Rode microphone over here, and I've got my ATEM. Look at this. That's the ATEM Mini Pro, and what I've got is an HDMI input here, an HDMI. This HDMI input is coming from that camera. This HDMI input is coming from my computer. If I had another camera, which I could throw my phone as another input, which I might try, and then I've got this cord right here is my configuration tool that's on my computer, so I'm tethered to this. Don't have to be. I have my internet connection right here, and then I got a power supply. So all of that is in this box. This ATEM is what's streaming for me. My computer is not doing any of the work. So this beautiful 10 I'll tell you what, Steve, it's working great. Thank you. Gustavo, it's coffee time. We share a little bit, but no matter the day. Absolutely, it's coffee time. So have a cup of coffee on me. Yes, and Colombian roast or whatever it is you drink. I like Colombia roast. It's been I like it a lot. Mark Rogers, good Sunday afternoon. You know where I'm at, Mark? I am sitting down here in Jacksonville, Florida, in my hotel room, which they got me this huge suite, which was really nice of them. As chair of the electrical safety workshop, I'm not using it. I wish Bobby Joe was here. So I'm just testing my setup that we're going to use for when we go live from the Eaton booth. And on my YouTube channel, you'll see it's an upcoming live stream. You can hit the reminder, I think, and put it in your calendar. The times are in there, 3 to 6. I think it's Wednesday. I can't remember. I think it's Wednesday. Anyway, double check that for me. And we're going to talk about. I'm going to be live. This setup is going to be live from the Eaton booth. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that we're doing, but also I'm getting people to come into the booth. I'm sure Jody Wages. I haven't told him yet, but his booth is right next to me, our booth, and we are going to get him into talk about what's going on at IEEE, and maybe we'll get a few others from the IEEE booth and chat about electrical safety. So that's what the electrical safety workshop is all about. And hopefully I will see some of you out there here today, and we're going to have a blast. So this setup is screaming hot, and I'm so excited that that it's working. And there's not that much of a lag. I'm listening to myself over here. Hopefully you can't hear it. All right, Mark. I'm looking forward to that. Dirty Mike, buy my book. It's that time of day for Irish coffee. Aye, matey. I'm not good at my Irish accent's not that good. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys tuned in, and I'm glad you helped me make sure that this is all working. Yeah, we're down here in Fort Lauderdale. So, and here I'll give you another taste. Here we're gonna split to the video.
anywhere they can get a chance to. We're not going to guarantee that only the fault currents will flow through the equipment grounding conductor. And that's why we can't make the mistake of thinking that this grounding and this bonding will prevent someone from the electrical hazards of shock. When we talk about those electrical hazards of shock, we want to reduce our touch potentials or our step potentials. We want to keep it.
Tell me this isn't cool, huh? This is pretty doggone cool. So it's from 3 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, live from the Eaton booth. And I've got to get, I don't know how to do a current time. So I'm going to get rid of that current time. And there we go.
That's a problem for me.
It's very confusing as an electrician to take the theory and apply it into the actual applications. So the more hands-on you can get with it, the better we can all become as installers and engineers, and more problems will get solved ahead of time instead of after the fact.
There's a lot of theory there. Getting your hands on equipment in facilities that provide that ability in an electrically safe, controlled environment, that's the key. That's where the rubber meets the road, actually seeing.
All right, well, it's working. And that's what I wanted to verify. So I got it all up and running. I've got a dinner at 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna get ready to go to dinner, everybody. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you, Dirty Mike, Mark Rogers, Doug Hostetter, beautiful day from Indianapolis, excellent. Mark Rogers, thank you. Drink more Guinness. You know what, I'll tell you a story. I told my doctor one time that wine was giving me heartburn. I liked Cabernet. And I said, and I didn't know what was going on. And my doctor, you know what my doctor told me? He says, start drinking Guinness. Swear to God, no lie, that is exactly what he told me, and I started drinking Guinness after that. And I'll tell you what, I love my Guinness. The only problem with Guinness is if you order a Guinness in a bar, it takes longer to get to you. And you know why if you're a Guinness drinker. All right, Joe Bellantoni, you're the man. Electric Media mug looks great. Oh man, I'll tell you what, you know, Joe, I am blessed. I am blessed in many ways, and all of you guys and gals out there are part of that. Although I say guys and gals, so I did a review of my statistics, and in the last 90 days, I think it's 90 days, 100% men watch my program. 100%. There's not one female in the audience. And I know it's the electrical industry, but we've got to get more women engaged with events like this, right? So, and I know they're out there. I mean, there are a lot of women in our industry, thank God. And I got to get them on this channel. So, you know, a female electrician, a female electrical engineer, mechanical engineers, anybody who's involved with electrical safety, I want to get my stats up. So tell them to tune in. And I'm going to work on my backdrop screens for when we are not much activity going on in the booth and when we're not live. So you got to tune in Wednesday. We'll go live. We'll maybe take a little break, but it's going to be a 3-hour long stream. And you know how this rolls. So, and we're going to see, you're going to get introduced to a lot of individuals other than this pretty face. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you online again. And I might test this out again. I don't know. I've got to test some of my screens out. And I don't have an extra monitor. So the only way for me to do that is to live stream. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. I'm going to go and get ready for dinner. Thanks for what you do for the electrical industry. Thanks for what you do for electrical safety. And remember to be safe and stay healthy. So we will see you soon. All right, guys. Diana Jones. Awesome. I know, Diana. This is the hotel you and I talked about. You and I talked about safety by design, and I saw the 2 chairs that we were sitting in when we were chatting about that. So it brought back some good memories. I was hoping to see you here. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna take off. I have to, I'm using my ATEM Mini Pro. This kicks butt, it rocks. I'll lay out everything I'm using in a future video as long as this goes well. And I think it will. Alright guys, I am, I'm gonna hit this off, this on-air button. I'm gonna hit off. Take care, stay safe. Thanks. Have a great evening.